Hello everyone, Orionsgear here. I come to you today with a proposition. Do you like the idea of having extremely high crit chance as well as extremely high status chance? Well, this Baruuk Prime build that I'm about to show you pretty much just does that. This is the Baruuk Prime build. Let's get into the video. So the Baruuk build as follows: Steel Charge in the Aura slot, Amar's Anguish and Hated in the Exilus and a slot respectively, Karna's Carapace in one. Amar's Hatred gives you the ability to teleport within 30 meters, or 10 to 20 to 30 meters based on the amount of Amar mods you have. And Karna's Carapace gives you the ability to be granted 30% evasion on max and immunity to status effects for 6 seconds. This plays well into Baruch's squishy nature without Desolate Hands up, and teleporting is just an all-around good ability. Archon Flow works well with this build because of his Exalted Melee, which I'll show you later, but it also gives you a large pool of energy to pull from. Reactive Storm gives you 250% status chance, and Serene Storm actually changes its damage type to match enemy weaknesses. Now this is already an incredibly good mod, but combined with Wrathful Advance, which is Kullervo Subsume and gives you 213% melee critical chance, and then using Reactive Storm to match the perfect weakness of every enemy in the game, it is a amazing combo. Moving on, we have 175% efficiency with Streamline and Fleeting Expertise with Umbral Intensify and Transient Fortitude on ability strength. I also have Molt Augmented and Arcane Strike in my arcane slots because I find that over time I can get more out of my ability strength with Augmented and Strike for higher attack or higher melee attack speed, which helps. The primary is fairly sparse. A basic router build that isn't actually complete, but as long as this weapon of your choice can hold primary dexterity for additional combo duration, it should be fine. And the same goes for your secondary weapon. If it can hold Karna's Stinger and secondary dexterity, then these two mods will greatly increase the effectiveness of the build. Now for the melee, I've elected to use most mods that affect heavy attacks. Amar's Contempt, only available to dual daggers, so this will have to be a dual dagger weapon in your melee slot, which gives you that 10 more meters on using a heavy attack to deal lots of damage. Amalgam Organ Shadow for heavy attack wind up. Focus Energy for electricity and heavy attack efficiency. Karna's Mandible, which gives you that little bit more of killing an enemy with a heavy attack grants 30% evasion, so on and so forth. And Killing Blow, 120% melee damage on heavy attack. All of these contribute to the effectiveness of heavy attacks and nothing else. Apart from choosing the focus tree of your choice, I would recommend Matarai simply because it increases your power strength on Sling. And for his Exalted, I would recommend you make a build that focuses around heavy attack efficiency, critical chance, and use Berserker Fury. And I would also recommend you use the Cold element, because if you hold Cold as an element on the bottom bar and Corrosive on top, you're able to proc Cold, which helps Archon Flow pop every 10 seconds, which gives you more energy over time. There are fairly basic design principles around this build. Use Serene Storm for damage. Use Elude to make sure Serene Storm is always up, as well as a baseline level of survivability. Use your Desolate Hands ability for huge amounts of damage reduction, and use Wrathful Advance to kill anything that's tough enough to live. Using that 213% melee critical chance and 534% stat chance, you should be able to pretty much nuke everything in the game. Now, whether this works at level cap, I do not know because I have not tried it there. Overall, I think this build is quite effective considering how long Kullervo in his Augment has been out. I think that if it can be improved, I would love to know. If you were to leave a comment in below saying, oh, you can improve your build by doing so and so, I'd be more than happy and open to hear that. Anywho, this has been the Baruch Prime build. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.